Yes. My first day going back to a 9 to 5 since my trip. I'm excited-ish. To be honest, this is probably going to be the only day I'll be able to work until I have to go on another trip. But that's besides the point. So I didn't really know what to talk about initially when starting this vlog. But I guess it could be on something like balancing life with content creation and a 9 to 5 job. But then I'm also going traveling quite a bit. So I'm trying to balance every single thing. Plus I have a lot of stuff going on that I don't really want to mention because it's my private life. But dude, it's super exciting, kind of overwhelming, but we're we're doing it. We're doing it. I'm super duper grateful for the life that I have right now, and I'm gonna keep giving my all, keep giving my best. I'll change my exhaust to the loudest setting possible so that I could hear a little bit of the little rumble grumble. Anyways, yeah, a lot of stuff is going on. I guess this is just gonna be a little dump for me. Sometimes I think about looking back on these YouTube videos and I'm like, oh, so that's where I was at that point in my life. That's what I was doing. And I want to see how far I've come within the span of my life, I guess. I just keep adjusting the phone stand. I don't know. This feels natural to me now, and I like doing it a lot, but I'm not anywhere near the point of Sam Sulek where it's just natural, where it's very entertaining. I feel like when I talk, it's kind of boring. And I'm not really sure who would want to listen to me, but again, I'm not doing this for anyone else. I'm doing this for myself. I'm doing this to document where I'm at right now. I'm doing this so that I can see how far I've come when in the future I'm in a different place in all aspects of life, right? Because you're not stagnant. If you're stagnant in life over a long duration of time, then in my opinion, you're not doing anything right. You gotta be always changing, always improving, always doing something different. Because one, it's exciting that way, and if you're growing, you're gonna be a lot happier. If you're always working towards something, if you're always inspired, dude, it's like there we go. I'm like the perfectionist in me is like wanting to fix the camera every single time. But for the next few days, I feel like, not even the next few days, the next couple of days, if I do decide to vlog, it's gonna be like this, just talking to the camera in my car. The commute to work is pretty long, 30 minutes-ish. So I do have plenty of time to talk. I do want to give tips on how I've been trying to manage everything. And that's just, I do want to mention something that it's not how it always seems, of course. For example, like, for me personally, I've been like posting stuff on my story, but it's like, that's not really how it goes. It's not always rainbows, dandelions, sunshine. There's ugly parts to being a content creator as well. And you got to embrace all parts of it. You got to embrace the good parts, the parts that you love. You got to embrace the ugly parts, the parts that you don't necessarily like or maybe even hate, because that's just how it is. You're not gonna get the good stuff without going through the bad stuff first. Okay, I fixed the camera angle. But if you don't know me, if this is your first time here, hello. My name is Jason. I am a full-time content creator. I recently got a 9-to-5 job. It is just a casual position, but I never thought that I would be going to go back to get a job ever again. And it's not the worst thing in the world. I really do love the perks and everything that comes along with it. But for now, at least this point in my life, I'm getting another job. I'm not sad about it at all. I'm actually really happy. Another source of income is always good. And again, the perks, the benefits that you get, or that I get personally from it, is so much more worth it. So again, I'm putting myself out back into the real world. I'm interacting with people. I'm getting my social skills up, more income. There's health benefits to it too. And I'm overall really, really happy right now. So that's me. Go ahead and introduce yourself in the comments section. I really want to know who's watching these videos, and I would love to connect with you all. So here we go, the things you're waiting for. So how do you balance a 9-to-5 job with traveling, with content creation, everything like that, when it feels like you don't have any sort of time in the world? Well, there's a few things that I can give you. The first thing is to prioritize. And working for yourself, being your own boss, is the best thing in my opinion, but it's also the most dangerous thing, because if you don't prioritize your work, if you don't do the things that you're supposed to do, you're gonna end up failing. You're gonna end up getting lost, getting distracted, and you're not gonna get any progress at all. So that's something that I had to learn with content creation, and it took a really long time for me to do this, and I'm still working on it, by the way. No one's ever like super perfect on prioritizing and managing their time. For me, it's like a continuous struggle, and I'm getting better. But you want to prioritize the tasks that you need to do first, and that means saying no to plans whenever people ask you to go somewhere. That means sacrificing things for others. You make your own decisions, you use your own discretion, but that's something that has to be done if you want to balance this sort of work, content creation, travel lifestyle. Something that has really helped me along the way as well, which I've talked about before, is planning out your day with a calendar. So I use a digital calendar, Google Calendar. You could use a physical one. And all I do is just block out times that I need to do certain tasks. And it doesn't have to be super strict. It can be very flexible. It's just like a little thing that you can look at to see what you need to do for the day. And it's just enough. It's not specific to the point where I'm writing down every single thing, but it's enough for me to do that task that I need to do, if that makes sense. So Google Calendar is super convenient for me because I am able to use it across all of my devices, so my MacBook, my iPhone, my iPad, and it's with me everywhere. I can just open up the app on my phone really quick, see what I need to do, and get to work. And again, it's super flexible. If something comes up, I could always just move that like little section, that little block, onto another date or later on in the day, and it's fine. It's a tool to help you to be more productive, and yeah, use it to your advantage. If you see the camera angle just like move ever so slightly, don't mind it. It's just me wanting to be like, Anyways, the next thing I want to talk about is consistency. I know everyone's talking about this, but it's true. If you're tired of hearing about it, I'm sorry. That means you already know what to do and you just need to do it. Stop watching this video and just get to work. But consistency. I can't even speak. Consistency. Like these little steps that you do every single day, they're gonna add up over time, and they're gonna make up who you are as a person. For example, instead of just going to work out periodically, if your goal is to work out every single day, multiple times per week, whatever, and just become an overall more active person, then you're gonna do a whole lot better than someone who's, I don't know how to explain this. You sort of want to make this thing your lifestyle. So for example, in terms of working out, being more active, instead of just going to the gym every single day, there's nothing wrong with this, by the way, but it's a lot easier if your lifestyle is more tailored around being active. So for example, if you're going on hikes, if you're walking around a lot more in your job, then those things are gonna add up and they're gonna help you towards being a more healthy person in comparison to being someone in an office job. This is just an example. I'm not saying that office jobs are bad. I'm not saying that you should take a job that is more active, but again, like there's these sort of factors to consider that'll help you out. And again, if you can't really do anything to change your situation, then change something else. You could always change something, but consistency, you get it. I can't speak English anymore. But there are things that you can do in order to be more consistent. For example, if you want to be more consistent with posting, something that I recommend is to batch create content, especially with short form. It's a lot easier to batch create short form content. I am seriously lacking on short form content, but so I need to sort of apply my own advice here. But batch creating your own content, creating multiple content per day, and just planning multiple things in different sections helps out a lot. So for example, planning out all your scripts on one day and then filming on another day and then editing on another day is a lot more convenient, instead of just like one day you make one video. So you plan, film, and shoot, and then you do that every single video. It's a lot easier to get into a flow state if you are doing one task for a longer period of time. But make sure to take breaks. This is gonna be a longer video than I thought, which is good. A lot more tips for you to consider, to take in, to apply. And the next thing that I want to talk about is using your 9 to 5 as leverage. So what I mean by that is, I was just a crazy driver. Anyways, you want to use your 9 to 5 to support your passions. So use your money wisely. Don't spend it on dumb stuff. You don't need that DLC on that video game. You don't need to go out as much. I mean, I still go out a lot, so you know, I'm sort of guilty for that. But try to make the best use of your time, make the best use of your money. If you really want this, you will do anything in your power to accomplish it. Something that's really cool in my personal experience is going back to a 9 to 5 job actually helps out with content creation. So for example, I'm interacting with a lot of people. Dude, my English, I'm so sorry. I am interacting with a lot more people now, especially with the line of work that I am currently in. And it helps me with my people skills, which means my communication skills are improved, although they're still terrible, as you can tell, but I'm actively working on it and I'm becoming better. So it's getting me out of my shell I'm able to network, because getting to know other people is always a good thing, especially if you guys can help each other out, you know? And yeah, that's another way that I thought of leveraging your 9 to 5 to help pursue your passions. Is sometimes it isn't just about the money, especially with you could see your 9 to 5 as a positive thing to help you achieve your goals. Okay, so staying motivated and avoiding burnout. That is very difficult to do. Most of the time, for me personally, I'm like, you don't need motivation. Just do it, even when you don't feel like doing it. But it's kind of tough, right? That's all I could say. Something that helps me is to celebrate the small wins, and celebrating the small wins helps a lot, because it gives you motivation. It's a point of gratitude as well, I believe. For example, when you finish uploading a video, you want to be like, oh yes, I made a video, good job, Jason. And then you also want to be on the lookout for what things you can improve as well. But celebrating the small wins, as small as they are, just give yourself a pat on the back for it, because the more in a positive mindset you are, the better. To avoid burnout, take a rest when you need it. Use your own discretion again. You know your own body. If you feel like you're about to burn out, take a little break, whether that be just a 5-minute little cool down, you know, like Pomodoro style, or even for the day. Like, it again, use your own discretion. I'm not really sure what kind of specific examples to give for this one. I am currently drawing a blank, but yeah, it's just something that I thought I should mention. Last but not least is something that I am currently trying to do as well, which is to sort of find a community. Find people who are doing the same things as you are, working towards the same goals as you are, and it's a lot easier to do what you need to do. So I have a community on school called Creator Crew, and I haven't been working on it. So this is sort of my wake-up call. And it's basically people who are like me. And it's not just like one general niche. It's like people who are interested in content creation, in travel, in tech, in lifestyle, in self-improvement. So people who are interested in any of those things, in all of those things, I want you in my community. It's currently at $10 per month. Depending on when you're watching this video, it might be the same, it might be higher. But I want to give practical wisdom like this, things in my experience that have helped me out, and I want to help out other people as well. So if you're interested, check it out, Creator Crew. If I can speak properly, dude, I'm like, Creator Crew. Link is in the description. Just check it out. You don't have to sign up or anything. I really appreciate you. But that's pretty much the video, and I'm still on my way to work. It turned out to be a lot more insightful and helpful than I thought. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found something helpful. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, and you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. You already know the deal. Again, I make videos like these. I'm going traveling. Let me know what you guys want. Do you guys want more of these videos where it's just like me talking to the camera, a little less edited, more raw? Or do you want those videos that are more edited with views? Or do you want those videos that are a little bit more edited, like vlog style, where I talk, there's like a little montage, and then just share more thoughts about my day? Of course, I'm still going to be making those tech videos. The tech videos are getting a decent amount of traction, but I still do want to keep up with this vlogging stuff. So yeah, it's kind of cool how it's kind of cool how I'm seeing a little bit more of a progress in my YouTube videos now, and I'm sort of implementing what I've been trying to teach. No, that's not a good thing to say. It's kind of cool how I'm sort of seeing the progress in my YouTube videos, because, dude, I take a look at my videos from earlier this year, last year, the years before that, and they are, I've come a long way. Yeah. So I really appreciate you for being on the journey. Thanks for listening. I would never fall in love again until I